Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to take the perfect photos. In order to take the perfect photo, you need good lighting and good background. You need something that's going to complement your skin, and make sure you get something that's going to complement your outfit as well. I prefer plain backgrounds with like dope artwork, or maybe something with like plants or very natural or green backgrounds. Once you have found your perfect background, it is now time to utilize what you have been given. So I'm just using a restaurant's table and chairs to use them as props for my photo. Now I chose this setting because I love the greenery and I love the colors of the chair and the table, especially in contrast to the black walls in the back, and it just makes my skin pop and my outfit. There are two types of lighting that I prefer, and there's backlighting and then there's direct sunlight. Now right now I'm in an area where I'm backlit, so it's dark around me and it looks like I'm in the shadows, but it's very bright and you can see everything. Here is an example of backlighting. So I am in the shadows, I'm not in direct sunlight, but it is still bright, and I have a nice artistic background to make it look cool and funky. Now I'm just giving you examples of poses that I like to do, and also you should be utilizing those props. If you feel awkward with your body or your legs or hands sometimes, you can use props to give your hands something to do. So for example, I have this bag. If you don't know what to do, just grab your bag, and that's a simple pose right there. Or if you want to show off an accessory and you don't want it to look plain and simple, you can just do something as, you know, adding your hand to make it look a little more comfortable and relaxed. Here is my favorite type of background, which is just a plain one. I like plain backgrounds because in essence, less really is more. When you have a lot going on in the background, it might distract your audience from actually looking at you. Now I'm going to give you a couple posing tips again. I like to point my feet, which puts one foot in front of the other, which makes it look like I'm strutting almost. I also like to utilize pockets, so putting one hand in your pocket always looks nice and gives you something to do. Even crossing your arms sometimes can give you like a badass type of look or pose. These are all fluid motions that help you figure out what feels right for your body, and it looks really good on camera once you see the photos. But the best advice I can give is just to have fun with it and, you know, see what works best for you and see what feels most comfortable to you. Lastly, my faves, candid shots. Now, candids are supposed to look like you don't know the camera is there, so just do a normal movement like you regularly would, like crossing the street or whatever, but you just have to do it in slow motion so that your photographer can catch the details of what you're doing. Now this is the second most important part of your photos, is editing. So I use the app VSCO Cam. When you see my photos on Instagram, they are edited on VSCO Cam. It is the only photo editing app I use as far as filters. Now I don't have one set way of how I edit my photos. I will say I only use the first 3 filters that they give you after the black and white ones, just because I feel like those work best for me. But other than that, I edit my photos based on how I feel and what looks right. Now I do like bright and colorful photos, so I definitely don't dull out the brightness, but there is not one way I do it. I only edit based on how I feel and what looks good. Now Now this is basically the same process. I do the same steps, but this is how I edit my selfies, just in case anybody was curious about the difference between full body photos and selfies.